For God, for country, for truth, for justice, for the Republic. You're listening to the Powder Monkey Podcast on PirateInfoWars.com.
It's coming, it's getting near. Our conscience numbing, we have no fear. I called my friends up, and they're all here.
Welcome to episode 20 of the Powder Monkey Podcast. And today, I have with me longtime crew member, Quartermaster, John Allen Williamson. Little known about John is he is also a world-renowned corona remover. You are an expert.
I am an expert.
Okay. So, credentialed as he is,
categorically and clinically.
And so, tell me, sir, what is the title of today's episode?
Social distancing break.
Okay, social distancing break, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you called this. You wanted to put a cast together. There's some things that you want to talk about. Some things you want to.
I'm open to talk about all kinds of stuff. So just however you want to wander around through. So, you know what we've already talked about.
I gotcha.
We go with those.
So I mean, I guess the first thing we should do though is concerning the corona is again. I think it's
Look,
just
guys,
the joke that is going to keep on giving.
It is a cash cow.
Crazy shit.
Literally is.
Oh my God.
Cash cow.
Yeah. So again, InfoWars, we're there. John's going to remove the corona. He has brought a special instrument in with him. Show the ladies and gentlemen, John. The device you
That
bought.
was wave 1. Wait till wave 2 gets here.
No, but in all seriousness, it's the joke that just is going to keep on giving.
It is a gift from Wuhan, China. Because it came from China.
Okay, so look, show him what you've done with your. He recently won a prize at work.
It was actually called the prestigious Red Cup Prize.
The prestigious Red Cup Prize. So show him what you did with the Red Cup, John. What do you have there?
It says InfoWars. This was actually produced by a company that I can't, because I don't want to get kicked off for copyright, and everything, what's going on now. People are getting, they're losing their stuff over copyright.
It's similar to Sasquatch.
Yes.
Let's call it Squatch.
Yeah, Squatchy, something like that. Yeah, this is the Squatchy
Squatch.
Cup. That's what this is. But see, I've adorned it with the InfoWars stickers, and it really is a great accessory in any place you work, especially if you want to either trigger leftists or, say, hey buddy, what are you doing tonight? Oh,
okay.
Putting back a couple InfoWars brain force mixture that I made.
All right, so
you
called it social distancing break, but let's be serious now.
Social distancing break.
Social distancing break. InfoWarsStore.com.
Check it out.
Bandel video.
Hey, look. This is the Prime Corona 2. This is not the Corona Light. This is the extra dose Corona.
This is wave 2. This is wave 2.
Never mind the hydrochloroquine or whatever the president said, the ultraviolet lighting.
Okay.
If you drink this, you are guaranteed to not have to worry about the coronavirus.
Before we get into the social distancing breaking, though, in all seriousness, I had the last episode with Biggs.
He hit the big time,
and that was a good a podcast. That was great.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
I mean, yeah.
You broke Joe Biggs, and Joe Biggs, I hate to tell you, he broke you. You laughed, and you genuinely laughed, and I like it.
Well, who can resist the Corona bottle joke? I mean,
guess.
it's going to go on. As long as Corona exists, I got the cure for it at InfoWarsStore.com. So,
I don't think you should be advertising.
No, I am going to.
Alcoholic beverages on
I'm not.
InfoWars.com.
I am physically. I'm not saying that. I am physically removing Corona with a device. With this
yes, the
from
mask.
InfoWarsStore.com.
It's the mask.
It's not a mask, it's a koozie. And it's a tool that I'm going to use to
Well,
remove
you
Corona.
can take it apart and use it as a mask if you get into a bioweapons area. You might
I
be able
introduced you as an expert in removing Corona.
I am. Okay. I'm removing Corona as I speak.
Okay. So, but seriously, let's get back into this. I mean, you called it social distancing break.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you want to take a break from social distancing.
It's either that I want to take a break from it or I've already broke from it because, look, you guys, if you guys have been penned up, I mean, think about this. You've been penned up in the house, especially if you live around West Virginia. It's raining all the damn time, so you can't go out any damn way. You can't go to work. You ain't getting no money. All the stuff is going on and you're caged up, It's the road that we've been traveling, is it not? I mean, and the funny part is that it seems like that there's something bigger behind that.
I think what bothers me is that they're still talking about the contact tracing. It's come out that Hillary, Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, Bill Clinton.
Bill, I feel your coronavirus.
It's me. I'm in your phone.
I did not have relations with that virus. Not one time.
No, seriously. But, I mean, these people, again, the worst people in society are, again, somehow coming back and...
What? Round two.
Yeah, I mean, we're going, we can't trust what's in the server... Or Wiener's laptop, by the way.
Wiener's laptop. That just sounds funny.
But
that's funny.
I mean, but we're going to trust them with tracking us. And Alex Jones.
Oh, wait a minute. There's some of that Corona.
And it's okay. Everybody who's watching right now is saying, you know what?
Don't worry, I'm taking it for you.
They're not 6 feet apart, okay? But it's okay.
Yeah, because we're taking a break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm covered.
Exactly. The elixir. And again, let's not forget InfoWars actually gives you the implements to cover Corona. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
It's right there.
Seriously, let's get back to it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, these people somehow
once
killers,
again, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, okay, Bill Gates on record was run out of they ran him out of India.
Get the fuck out of here. You go away now. Sorry.
But please don't. But they did. So these people are some of the worst in society, and they are in your phone, they're in my phone, they're in his phone.
I wonder why that thing got heavier. I noticed that it was getting heavier, like it was dragging me down. I was feel like I was anchored to it.
Well, I mean, but you had some things you wanted to talk about, with, you said there were some things you wanted to cover, so.
Well, like I said, we'll just hit some topics here. We talked about the COVID. Okay, how about the fact that. And I'm going to make my segue this, okay? We're going to go from Corona to something else.
Yeah, this is the worst segue in history.
Hey, great. But that's what I was shooting for.
I don't think anybody's watching by now anyway.
Okay, so anyway, did you know that if you take a shower at night under a full moon, you get just as wet as you did if you did in the afternoon? Anyway... What I do really want to get into is other than the Corona, since my segue sucked so much, so we'll just go right into the next subject.
We've removed a lot of Corona.
Yes. Yeah,
today.
I'm taking care of some of mine right now.
A little bit.
But anyway.
No journalistic integrity.
No, absolutely none. And I am not a journalist.
But, here's the thing. We're not doing the shit that CNN is doing. we're not spreading lies. I mean,
well, that brings me
bullshit,
to the other topic. That brings me to the other topic.
Literally, mockingbird media.
This is something that I've been thinking about. Just hold with me for a second. I got a theory that goes with what you're just talking about as far as mainstream media and them being mockingbird. What if they are the deep fake mockingbird that can take anyone and they can all have the simultaneous words being said, the script. I understand that you can send that physically, but I mean, couldn't they just do that digitally and just one person do it and then just add everybody else saying the exact same thing? I mean, that doesn't come across as independent to me. You know what I mean? That's your mockingbird. That's what they heard and that's what they regurgitated because they were told to in most cases.
Well, I mean, I've said this before. It used to be that we could actually go in, sit down, turn on the TV, and feel like we trusted somebody. Now, maybe
I remember those days.
Maybe it was just more subtle back then. Maybe it was all leading up to this.
Well, they called it programming for a reason. You know what I mean? There is a reason for it to be called programming.
But when do we stop it? I mean, there's a difference between. I mean,
it's an addiction too.
No, but here's the thing. Everybody talks about you're yelling to squash free speech. But you know what?
Yeah, if I'm yelling to squash what? Free speech, come on, really, seriously.
If I'm on the payroll...
Let me get some more of this Corona going.
If I am on the payroll for, through separate channels from pharmaceuticals and from, which are owned by, overseas companies, Chinese companies, so essentially you follow the money. Mm-hmm. Whoever is, wherever that trail ends is basically where you have, that's where you have the control of the narrative at the end of the day. You're not going to want to piss the person handing out the money.
Absolutely.
Okay? So when do we stop in and say, hey, it's not free speech. It's more like, being in a theater and yelling fire. You know what I'm saying? That it's destructive to society what you were doing.
Absolutely.
It's not true. There's no fire. You're trying to control people through fear and cause destruction. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and that goes with.
Know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand. I am on your level on that. So, it's the Hegelian dialectic to begin with, with a smattering of Overton's windows and all these other actual things that happened in history and society. They're wanting us to be divided. They want us divided, and if they can't divide us, they'll divide us by keeping us from going to events. They'll keep us from going to funerals. But, however, in recent weeks, now the riots are... there is no justification to say that COVID-19, and that's the tie-in to this whole story, is that... You mean to tell me, because I went to a Trump rally, or I went to church... Or I went to the Chick-fil-A, which, by the way, I'm not doing that too much more anyway. Anywho, I forgot where I was going with that. I got lost.
Too much Corona.
The Corona is starting to affect me, people. I believe I may be experiencing a fever.
Yeah. You stupid. You are eat up. You're damn. This is going in the best of John. This is going to go on the best of John. Let's talk about.
There's a lot of it, by the way.
Look, let's just go on. Let's just move on.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
let's distance ourselves from that subject.
Yeah. Well, we're taking a break from the social distancing, but we're going to do that now.
Well, so basically, what we're getting at is that the people controlling the money are controlling the narrative. And
sure.
They have weaponized the American media, which is the fourth branch unofficial of government.
Well, it's supposed to be the watchdog that keeps an eye on everything else and informs the people, because ultimately the government is we the people, and if we have a strong media that we know that we can depend on in their truth, and they tell the truth, the ugly truth, whether it goes from one part or the other, they just come flat out. Here's what we found. but they've gone away from that, and they've started pandering, and they're selling.
Using the technocracy. They are they're technocrats, so they're using their technology to control the population,
and there's so much more coming to
do the metrics, to do all of it. So I mean,
what was that thing that DARPA that had there about? I remember reading about it about 9 years ago, and it was where they could actually take your metadata from your phone, and they built another timeline, but it was all digital, but it almost mirrored in effect the people that they were modeling.
Jade Helm.
Yes. Well, Jade Helm was
the human domain mapping.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Jade Helm. It was. Yes.
So
if they had the technology,
what about it's the same as Google Circles. It's the same as why do you think Facebook is throwing you into digital gulags? It was foretold years ago. Matt Drudge came on the InfoWars, the Alex Jones show.
I remember that episode, yeah.
And
because that was pretty epic to have.
Judges started dying, and
right.
Crossfire hurricanes started happening, and all kinds of shit. And I cussed. I wasn't, and that's. I'm going to take a break because in the midst of acting pretty, kind of ignorant this episode, I do want to talk about. You remember Miss Walker, right?
Yeah.
Blonzetta Walker. Profanity is ignorance made audible.
Made audible, exactly.
Okay. So
I remember that very well.
The reason I brought up Biggs, and the reason
showed my ignorance a lot.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah. But here's what I'm going to try to do, because I had two different people that I respect very much listen to the episode, and they said, you know what, it was a good episode, but you kind of lost some points with me because you were cussing and everything like that. So in this episode, I mean, we like to kind of be dumb from time to time, and
I'm just wide open, fellas. This is pretty much this is like a compromise.
But because
I don't get compensated for being here, so it's kind of like my compensation. I get to be a complete idiot.
Yeah, I mean, all of that is self-made right there.
I've been working at it for years. I promise you.
But no, I mean, it's just that the Facebook censorship is starting to crack. Project Veritas.
That was some big wind blowing on a hot fire.
Okay. Well, and it's still unraveling, so we'll kind of see where that goes. But now they're censoring, posts about them censoring posts.
We don't censor posts, and if you don't believe us, we'll censor your post.
Well, things are going to happen. I think once the next few months, once we get past November, and the elections go without a hitch, there's no voter. Any type of fraud.
You are funny.
No, it's going to happen, dude. I feel it.
I have something to say to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, do not trust China. China asshole.
Oh.
That goes out to the big ED.
That was good. Thank you. I appreciate that. But
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Well, I think we both got the corona pretty bad right now.
Man, my corona acting up so bad right now. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know. Put me on one of them there sucking machines, blows in and out of you. I reckon it ain't got no air in it.
You're stupid, man.
All right, you want to get serious now?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
okay, sorry about that, fellas. Well, that was an interlude.
Well, I mean, when you come over, man, and obviously I haven't seen you, and I mean, it has been a social distancing break.
Yeah, we have had it.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, you seem like you had some things you wanted to just get off your chest. It's like you wanna put something on, put something down on the books. So
yeah, well.
Steer the damn ship.
I'm kind of all over the place right now, man. You know, I mean, the powder monkey is rolling around on a fucking beach ball, and that sumbitch done got an AK-47 with a 100-round drum.
Well,
anyway, another thing that I wanted to get into, you know, I mean, look, we're looking at the point of where people are buying into an idea that at their core they know ain't right, but for some people they're using it as an escape. You know, some people are using it.
What's the idea?
What's going on right now with everything, you know, with the
it's multiple,
you know, they're talking about that suicide rates are up because people are pinned up and all this stuff, and I mean, like, really, how can you?
It's multiple attacks, like we were talking off air.
Yeah,
like we were. It's
well, that's
where they hit you with the pandemic.
That's what I want to talk about.
Okay,
that's exactly what I want to talk about. Go ahead, start. Let's
I mean, I guess we're kind of just going back around what we said before.
No, I mean,
play, but
yeah, let's do that again.
I mean, you know, that was many bouts of Corona ago, but.
Man, don't take that stuff internal. I'm telling you what, it's rough on you.
So it's just, I mean, it's separate levels. They have divided us. We have had the division for at least a decade now. Where
yeah. It's actually even gotten wider in the last 3.
Well, and the communist influence 3 generations back now. I mean,
for
all
more
of that,
than that, dude, you're looking more like 60 years of
but that's 3
communism,
give or take. I mean,
generations, yeah, but for 60 years. Seriously.
Well, I mean, but we're looking at the split. It was going, with everybody being like the Leave It to Beaver family unit to more of a, the just you could tell that as time progressed, the family unit just went.
Oh yeah, well, that goes back to the 60s, you know, where it was incentivized for, for people.
Well,
okay, for people to maintain.
They subsidized.
Yes. As long
single
as
females. The father was out of the.
And then he can make money on the side, and then they'll help pay for the kid and all that.
Yeah.
And all they ask for is your quiet, dutiful obedience.
But it's again, that was then, and now we're heading into where they're using that control.
Yeah, because they already got it.
Well, they've had us hooked on in that time period. The television also became became a big part of American and worldwide programming. They began to literally program the human psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's
they called it Nielsen ratings, and and they had focus groups.
Metrics on
that's where the focus groups and stuff came in. Where they started to scrutinize how to use this medium that can set up beta waves into their minds while they're watching TV, and they don't even realize it. And then we can.
Is that why there's so many beta cucks now? Huh? Is that why there's so many beta cucks now?
Well, I mean, that's possible. I mean, It sounds reasonable, but it's a beta wave. It's the same wave that you use to stay awake or go to sleep. Your beta wave changes, and it can actually the flicker rate of the screens can actually change
flicker rates. Well, it's not just the screens, and then
you get audio involved with it. And
the lights
they're spraying in the air.
LED,
the lights,
your
absolutely.
LED lights, the screen on your phone.
Absolutely.
They
can change it, and you don't even notice it. And set up a data wave that they can use. That because you're on an antidepressant, and they set up the right beta wave, they can I'm not going to get into Black Ops stuff because I'm not a Black Ops guy. I don't know nothing about that, but that sounds like something that comes out of their playbook.
Your wheelhouse is more Corona removal.
Yeah, I've removed all the Corona. I want you to understand that I have removed all the Corona from this bottle.
Yep.
This is now declared Corona free. And hell, if you want it, it's free.
And I'm not really a lush. I don't drink a whole lot. How much do I drink?
every day, twice a day.
Quite a bit.
You know, I guess every time you get thirsty.
No, I mean drink alcohol. Let me back up.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
He's a lightweight.
Yeah, pretty much. So you know, I guess I don't know, dude. I mean, just basically, you had some pretty good points and things that you wanted to make, and I think maybe
I don't know. I am diminished by Corona. I may require a face mask before this is over.
Yeah, I think this is the one that'll go viral.
I thought I was Chuck Norris, Scott. I swear I did.
One.
You ever see that meme? Chuck Norris sucking on a 32-ounce Super Slurpee or whatever, and it's got coronavirus on it, and it said, "What I think people see of me when they ask me why I'm not wearing my mask." Sucking on the coronavirus in a cup.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, back to the removal. You know, it was a break, Sean. We had a break. But how do you want to go?
Why did you want to call it?
Points?
You said we're going to call it social distancing break. And so, I mean, here's the thing.
That's what I keep getting back to, because people are about to break or have.
I know people are. A lot of people have, lost their damn minds. But again, they've been warped and wrapped up into it. Why are we allowing anarcho-communists to mobilize, to run around handing out rifles to kids?
Yeah, that don't.
And why are we allowing them to shoot people in the head at checkpoints because they don't want to stop? And again, so they're talking about Chicago, for example. Now,
but when does the checkpoints? Is that the people that swarmed the bridge, or is
in
that
CHOP?
the people that are at CHOP standing behind a concrete wall? I'm talking about the people that are on the bridge. All they got to do is say that's what they're doing. We're protesting. And we're going to stop traffic here, and then we're going to pull you out and then beat the shit out of you because of the color of your skin, but we're not racist, you racist Nazi cocksuckers. Excuse my language, but that's what they're doing. I'm sorry. That's what they're doing. And look, there's no need of it. I mean, there is no need of it. Absolutely no need of this.
Well, here's the thing. They have and again, it's everybody fighting everybody. Everybody hates everybody because of their color. Everybody hates everybody because
Division.
Something that people who are no longer alive fucking did.
Right.
Ignorance made audible. We're going to say that every time.
Ignorance made
No,
audible.
you can say what you want, but I'm seriously, I'm going to raise the bar. I'm going to raise the bar on this. This podcast.
And the beer.
Yeah.
He's raising the bar and the beer.
The bar.
So the bar that he drank the beer at is what he's raising.
I meant the beer, not the bar. I'm sorry.
All right, not the mama.
But, I mean, really, dude, there's so many ways that they are attacking the world right now. Everybody all over the world has this fucking virus. That is,
Ignorance made audible.
I appreciate that. I was hoping you'd do that. But, that has all these mystery symptoms. Anything that could possibly kill you is the virus now. I mean, seriously.
Right. You got struck by lightning and died of COVID. The virus killed him. No, the virus didn't kill him. He had it. Because everybody tests positive because there's a shitload of ignorance made audible. There is a whole ton of evidence that proves that these are false positives that are planned to be false positives. And do a dual action and also infect the person so the next time they test them, they test positive. It's great what we do for our health,
They're killing the old people. And they're making money off of it.
Absolutely,
these corporations.
Absolutely, they are.
John Rappaport talked about that today. He related it to Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is people.
It is people. Yeah, old people. Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? We got the people that are going to test positive for it or have tested positive, and then we're going to move them into freaking nursing homes. Like, that's how we're going to take care of the coronaviruses. We're going to take the most susceptible people that can contract it and die from it, and we're going to ship it in right next door to them, and then get paid $51,000 because they died of the coronavirus that you ordered the people to bring it to them. And I think that is death by association, and that works out to second-degree murder.
Meanwhile,
at least in my opinion.
Meanwhile, pay no attention to the fact that people are posting about bringing America down. Pay no attention to the fact that it's all at the end of the day, the buck should stop at these politicians.
Well,
these people who are
but
allowing
it should come to us though too, because we're the ones that need to get in there and get the ones out. So they'll start doing what we want them to do. However, we have to become engaged in that system in order to make it work.
We need people to do their damn job.
Exactly. That's what I just said. I did it in a long-winded way, but he nailed it right on the head.
And you know what? I mean, at some point, it's going to come, to your door. It's going to come to your door. And this isn't fear-mongering. This isn't hate. A friend of mine posted about how he could see the lights of the burning of the city in Georgia, from his home. And so, that's the thing. It's not... on top of all the things that we're fed that are lies and misconceptions and extrapolations... all the
guesstimations,
the race baiting and the hatred. It basically
the improvised division is what it is. It's an improvised division. It is anything they can use to divide us. They are game to do, even if they have to create
the Moab
situation.
Of psyops.
Yes, this is the great good night.
This one
says
is
that
designed.
He brings a slumber upon the world. And
this one,
you don't want to hear it.
This one is designed to penetrate deep. And so, we've got to quit looking at. There's got to be something we can do. Well, you know what? Here's what I propose. I was thinking about this today. We're adding all this inclusive shit. I'm sorry, and that's ignorant, but I'm talking about ignorant shit. So
sometimes you just got to wallow around in it.
Well, no, think about it.
You're going to get it on you anyway. Just go home and get knee deep.
We've got all these labels, okay? Mm-hmm. There's one more I want to add, because I think this will clear it up for the people who decide to do this. What if, with race, we add just one more box onto the long, plethora of boxes that we have there, and we just simply mark human?
Yeah, that is my race.
And we just Well,
the thing about it is, and this is something that I've seen in a meme.
I mean, what I'm saying though is until
quoting a meme.
Well, hold on. Well, fuck the meme.
Well, no, there's something poignant about the meme.
Okay, well, think on it for a minute.
I already had it, so go ahead.
Well, dude, I'm just saying that if we can just look at everybody as human.
Mm-hmm.
And act like humans. That's the big point right there.
But does anybody know how to do that anymore?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, didn't they amoralize our world? Didn't they do that to us?
You mean demoralize?
No, amoralize.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So, I think they've done both.
Yeah, well, of course they did. You have to do both.
Right.
By amoralizing it's just inevitable that you demoralize it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man, but what do you think? Where do you think the next time you sit down at this microphone? Where do you think we're going to be?
I don't know, man. There's a Sahara dust storm coming around.
There's a Sahara dust storm.
Man, who had that on the raffle? Yeah, somebody had to come up with that, man. I was waiting on the damn the crocodiles and the alligators or what? I can't remember it now. Never mind. Freaking murder hornets and shit. I come to eat you. They weren't hornets, by the way. They were miniaturized webcams. They were a drone. The murder hornets, yes.
Really?
Yes.
What are you sourcing here? What's your source
Well,
for that?
Because I had this cicada bug crash into my windshield.
Uh-huh.
And when he did, there was this microchip flew out of his head. And I downloaded the information on it. And I'll be damned if it didn't say Hillary Clinton lives here.
How many cicadas have you seen with the W on them, on the wings?
I've seen a bunch of them.
What about peas? How many peas have you seen?
I don't think I've ever seen too many of them with peas on them.
Yeah.
I hadn't really been looking for a pea, though. But I've been seeing a whole shitload of them, and that's ignorance made audible, is their hind ends would be torn off, man, and they'd be flying around and then land, and their thorax or whatever is missing, and they're like...
Birds got them.
I don't know if the birds got them, if it falls off, or however that stuff works. That's all that natural stuff. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I'll just watch it.
So, I don't know, dude.
And by the way, where's Waldo? And you'll have to catch the next one to figure out what that one is.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't think that'll be the next one.
Hey, look, man.
It may not be the next one because I have some things lined up. I have some people lined up.
Well, maybe not the next one.
Not big names like you, but
well, hey, look, man. I'm glad to give my talent to anybody that needs it.
No, dude, it was good that you stopped by. I appreciate you stopping by. And,
I wanted to come talk to you.
Yeah. I don't know, where are we at? 35 minutes?
35 minutes.
Nobody made it past 7 minutes. Nobody has made it past.
Hey, listen, I have, and I want to watch the whole damn thing.
Well, you are right now at some point in time.
Let's not do the whole Spaceballs thing. When is now? Then. When did we miss it? Just now.
But it's true.
When will it be now?
I'm going to be right. Look.
Soon.
I'm looking into the camera right now, and I'm telling you, John.
What?
It is now that you are watching this.
I'm watching it right now.
Even if you're watching it.
So I've seen the whole thing, and it's the best first episode that I've ever watched.
The present. I'm currently talking to you through video in the present.
I know.
In the present.
I'm feeling the vibe.
Where else? What
I'm
other
in the
podcast?
future now, guys. When? Now. Then.
And aside from
just then, you missed it.
Fantastic Overtalk, where you can't tell what either person is saying, but it's just fantastic.
Sets us apart.
Where else can you find these deep subjects but the Powder Monkey podcast?
Hey, I got another thing that I'd like to talk about, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, seriously, what is the deal with black holes?
Are you serious?
Yes.
I was segueing out, dude. We were almost.
You're going into the black hole. We'll call this part the event horizon, okay? Now, 3, 2, 1, go. I want to talk about black holes. How many of y'all people want to talk about black holes? Black holes matter. Really heavy matter. Condensed. No, seriously, what's the deal with them, man? What is the deal with them?
I don't know.
What do they do? Do they rip things apart and spit it out on the other side, and it's like a creation all over again? I mean, how does that work? How does a black hole work?
You see, you're messing it up. You're using Jerry Seinfeld's approach. But you need to raise your voice. What's the matter with
what
black
is up
holes?
with that? I don't know what's up with the black holes.
It's such a heavy subject.
Oh my god!
So
yeah, you're wrinkling my persona here, man. Come on.
All right.
No, seriously though. I mean, like,
nobody's watching this.
I don't care. I want to ask you about it. This is bonus track shit.
Or
okay?
listening.
Oh, that's ignorance made audible again.
Ignorance made audible.
Look, y'all keep count and put it in the one comment that you do. And please remember, if you use profanity, you're making your ignorance audible.
I'm seriously going to. I'm going to get passionate, but I'm seriously going to raise the bar in that respect. I am. Okay. I'm going to quit just using the word to throw it out there. I'm going to it's unnecessary. You know what I mean?
So you're going to come up out of the gutter.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Look, when they go low, we go high.
Oh, I thought when they go low, you kick them.
If you're a Clinton or one of their employees,
or a Biden
in the backwoods somewhere in Arkansas.
Hey, if that hog gets away, you better kick it.
So, what do you think? I mean, how do you like knowing that Chelsea Clinton is in your phone?
That's more than scary. I mean, that's just.
I mean, why do people let that happen?
She's connected to the biggest
why do people let it happen
in the world.
Why do people let it happen?
I guess because they're afraid of them, because they're the biggest thing to get in the fucking world, and if you don't like what they say, you'll die of suicide.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I mean, your head got cut off, but that was natural causes.
I'm never going to be suicidal. I ain't got no red ropes.
Red rum, red rum.
No, I'm
murder, 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 murder. Red rum, red rum, red rum. That goes out to you, Alex. I know you're watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I have heard that he has this standard by which he likes to set, and that he's got things, a certain look he wants to achieve.
Yeah,
and I bet when he as busy as all this is, and then you're up in there, I bet
Hey.
I got a nice check out the blue snowball mic. You all can see the back of it. I would like to thank. Don't touch it.
Oh, don't touch it, because if it moves, it'll mess up.
Touchy. Oh,
it will mess up. Mess up.
So, but it was given to me by my son, who is currently enrolled in WVU.
Cool.
So he heard the podcast, and I think he's probably not going to enjoy this one as much because. He's always showing me, different podcasts. Like, check this one out, man. Listen to the way they present things.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, that don't sound like the Powder Monkey podcast.
No, it doesn't sound anything like it.
Why am I listening to this?
Yeah, but why are they not listening to it?
I don't know. That's the only thing I ain't figured out yet.
If we figured that out, it would be a top ringer here.
All right,
sure.
What time is it? We got 41. Okay, we're at 42 minutes almost.
42 minutes. Okay, so
of actual talk time.
Of actual talk time, 42
yeah,
minutes of what we've already done. Okay.
No. This is not.
We got that much more to go.
We got about 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes.
You want a summary?
Yeah, I mean. Now that I've talked for a little bit and your liver's had time to catch up.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the corona like I was. I think it's that hydroxychloroquine.
Well, know what? It's the device that you use.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I poured my corona in my unofficial InfoWars corona covering device. This one's actually more of a seal, so if you need to carry it, this one's more of a kind of just keep it from getting too warm.
No, this is a sort of an on the fly type thing. That is really for the point where you're at containment.
Yes.
But this here is this is more of a on the fly if you're in the field and you need to quickly remove corona.
Understand? Yes. So the corona
which
sponge,
I haven't been successful at.
The corona sponge. He's having a hard time with his corona. It must be a little extra spicy corona.
You know what?
Says it's extra.
Every time I pick up a bottle now, I think of Willie Wilson singing "Don't let the corona get on you." So I don't know, but anyway. So nobody's listening. I don't know why I'm still talking. So
were we doing live?
No, this isn't live.
Okay, so how do you know there wasn't people listening? Because I'm going to tell you this. If they ain't listening, what the hell are they listening to?
Well, you're listening because you said you were going to listen.
There's me! Now. I'm telling you, it's now.
Yep. Told you.
See, that's how that works.
Yep.
Anyway, hey, don't forget, InfoWarsStore.com. Get all your nutraceuticals, recharge your life. Pick up, carry on, drive on, all that good stuff. I'm John A. Williamson, and that's the way I see it. And it does matter.
All right. Thanks for not listening.
Bye.
For God, for country, for truth. For justice, for the Republic. You're listening to the Powder Monkey Podcast on PirateInfoWars.com.
People stop now, listen. You don't know what you're missing. from your mind blood.